All right, we're just gonna jump into things. Please introduce yourself. Tell me about your current job title, your current role, and your years of experience in Salesforce or whatever you want to share from that standpoint.
My name is Lisa Hackler, and I have been a pastor of the Lutheran Church for a couple decades and no tech experience. But I was investigating a possible database and came across Salesforce for my church and about a year and a half ago, and just got really interested in it and have just not stopped learning and figuring a Salesforce instance for my church and just learning everything I can.
Awesome. We've got 1 year or 1.5 years of experience. Can you tell me about what you've learned in that background of the year and a half of experience that you have?
Well, first I went about trying to get my Salesforce admin certification and then a number of other certifications. And slowly but surely I got more and more interested in learning how to do development and learn Apex and whatnot. I think partly in the beginning it was because I had watched a video and someone had said if you're over 40 there's no point in trying to learn how to code, and I thought, I don't think that's true. I thought, well, I'll learn. And I liked trying to learn a little bit just because it made flows a little bit make more sense. And then the more I learned, the more I wanted to learn.
There's a few areas that I want to go with that, but we'll stick to the script for now. What was your primary goal of joining the program? Why did you decide to join a program to learn development?
Well, I had actually looked into different boot camps like for Java and stuff like that. And then I came up, I think it was through Talent Stacker that I learned about your program. And of course, everyone had nothing but incredible things to say about you. So that influenced me. But even more than that was the idea that I would be getting feedback on what I was doing. And the hard thing about learning on through videos or through a book is you don't get any kind of personal feedback on your code, and it's hard to know what you don't know unless someone kind of points it out.
So definitely the feedback aspect you were drawn to because you can grow from that standpoint. Do you think that the feedback given in the program was helpful? Did it help you grow as a developer?
Yeah, I think it was helpful because not only did you tell me what I was doing wrong, which was often a lot, but you told me to try out different things, like try it in a map, or try to put this in line, or don't create a new variable this time, or do create a new variable this time. And it was sort of paced learning. All right, I did it with a list, and then you said, well, try it with a map, or try the SOQL query this way. And I was ready to hear that at the point where I could do it the other way. It really did become more fun. I got to experiment one way of doing it and then another way of doing it.
I think when I'm creating the program, right, that's a big thing that I wanted to make sure was I've taken a lot of those courses. You're following along, you're going through, and you're not really progressing even more because you're just going along with exactly what it says, which is why I tried kind of hard to make things a little vague and open to interpretation. So you kind of heard or watched that video that was talking about those things. And did you have a set goal when joining the program of oh, I want to maybe pass PD1, I want to just learn fundamentals, I want to get a job? Do you have a specific goal that you kind of set for the program?
I wanted something Salesforce certified or whatever. It doesn't seem as important to me now as it did at the beginning, but I do have it. And it wasn't a big long, I thought it would take me longer to just study, but I didn't have to spend as much time as I thought on just studying for the test. But more than that, I think taught me how to code in Apex and some in terms of the code I needed to create Lightning Web components and stuff like that. But I think what it did is make me want to learn more and get better.